Hello guys, welcome to Show Me How Geometry. Uh, in this lesson, we're going to discuss how we can use the order of operations correctly to solve the following problems, and we will address the common misconceptions and confusions. All right, so we have the following order of operations: parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. And notice how I numbered them, starting from parentheses, exponent. And for number 3, I put multiplication and division together. And for number 4, I put addition and subtraction together. I did this in order to help us address common misconceptions that students always have when they are simplifying problems that look like what we have right here. All right, I would like to point out that multiplication and division would have to be done simultaneously. We have to do them at the same time. And addition and subtraction will also be done at the same time, meaning that if we have any problem that has parentheses, we'll begin with solving the part that has the parentheses. And then if we have exponents, we'll do the same. But if we have multiplication and division next to each other or in the problem, we would have to uh, do the parts for multiplication and division simultaneously. The same rule would also apply to addition and subtraction. In order to understand what I'm talking about, we are going to start by solving the first problem. All right, the first problem here has uh, we can see we have 10 plus 6 divided by 2 minus 4 times 3. So there are 4 operations here. So we have 10 plus 6, and that's addition. And then we have 6 divided by 2, that's division. We have 2 minus 4, that's subtraction. And we have 4 times 3, that's multiplication. So right now we see that we have addition, division, subtraction, and multiplication. All right, so we're going to follow the order of operations to solve this problem. Like I mentioned, we are going to take away addition and take away subtraction and focus our attention in solving the parts that parts that have the operation division and multiplication, and we're going to do this simultaneously. So how do we do this? So we are just going to drop 10 and go to the addition sign, but when we go to 6 divided by 2, we will rewrite that to look like a fraction. That gives us 10 plus 6 over 2. Then we go to subtraction, which is minus. And then when we get to 4 times 3, we're going to do that as 4.3. So in this case, you see that we are actually simplifying uh, or doing the parts that involve division and multiplication at the same time. All right, so if we keep going, we get 10 plus, we know that 6 divided by 2 will be 3, minus, we know that 4 times 3 will be 12. And now we'll simplify this numbers here. 10 plus 3 will be 13, and 13 minus 12 will be 1. So the final answer is 1. So you can see that I had to do the uh, addition and subtraction at the same time. So 10 plus 3, that's 13. 13 minus 12 is equal to 1. Or you can do it differently by doing subtraction and doing what addition at the same time. We know that 3 minus 12 is negative 9, and negative 9 plus 10 will be 1. So we are good. Let's go ahead and do the second problem. So for the second problem here, we have addition, division, parentheses, and we have multiplication. And then we know that in the parentheses we have subtraction. But since we're supposed to begin with parentheses following the order from left to right, or from number 1 to 4, we will begin by subtracting 2 and 4. All right, so we're going to repeat everything else. That'll be 10 plus 6 divided by, so we have 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Then we have times 3. Okay, so Now we have division and multiplication. Like we said, we are going to do division and multiplication at the same time. So it will be 10 plus 6 divided by -2 times 3. And this gives us 10 plus 6 divided by 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So if we do 6 divided by -2, that would be -3, right? So we get -3 times 3. And -3 times 3 will be -9. So I'm just going to go ahead and just replace this by -9. All right, because I had to do 6 divided by -2, and that's going to be -3, and -3 times 3 will be -9. So here we have 10 plus -9, and we have seen how to add integers. Okay, 10 plus -9 again will be 1. Good. All right, let's go to the next problem here. The next problem here says has -10 plus 6 divided by 2 minus 4 times 3 to the second power. All right, so following the order of operation from left to right, we're going to begin from the exponent, okay? So 3 to the second power is 3 times 3, and that gives us 9. All right, so we're going to write 9, and then we just do it backwards. Okay, so I'm going to write 3 squared, 3 to the second power is 9, and I'm going to keep everything else the same, just to make sure I know the changes I'm making. All right, just repeating everything else, plus -10. Good. So from here, we know that -10 will go down. I can put that together, wrap it up in parentheses if I want, or I may just leave -10 alone like that. Okay, so here I am going to do simultaneously again. So I have 6 divided by 2, so that goes in as 6 divided by 2 minus 4 times 9 will be 4.9. So I can see what changes I'm making. So I have -10 plus 3 minus 4 times 9 is going to be 36. All right, so that together, -10 plus 3, that will be -7. -7 minus 36, that will be -40. That's going -43. Okay, -43. Yeah, -43, because this is -7 here. Yeah, -7 minus 36, that would be -43. Okay, that's good. I was second guessing myself the whole time. All right, sorry about that. All right, let's go to the last problem. Okay, the last problem here has fractions, so we're still going to do the same. So I would like you to always go back and double check with your calculator. So if you have a scientific calculator, you would use that to kind of double check to make sure that what you're doing is correct. But then you have to be very careful as to how you will plug these numbers into your calculator. So notice that in order to type 1/3 in your calculator, you would type 1, and then you use the division sign by 3, depending on what the kind of calculator you're using. But there are scientific calculators that you can just plug in 1/3. All right, use the fraction for the fraction a key, and you'll be able to do that. But then when we get to 4 whole number 2/3, this is 4 whole number 2/3. Okay, this does not mean 4 times 2/3. No, that's not what it means. Okay, this is a mixed fraction. So because it's a mixed fraction, the way you would do it is to convert the mixed fraction to an improper fraction. So it'll be 3. The denominator multiplied by the whole number will be 3 times 4, and then after that you add the top number, which is the numerator. So 3 times 4 plus 2 will be equal to 14/3. So that's what we're going to get. So we're going to make sure we convert this mixed fraction to that. So it'll be 14/3. So here you have -2 times, we have, since we're supposed to work on the parentheses first, so it will be -2 times, what is 4 minus 9? That is -5. Okay, again, we are going to work on the division next after the parentheses. So the way we solve, the way we simplify problems involving division and with fractions is to convert division sign to multiplication. So it becomes dot, and then we just what we call keep, change, flip. So we're going to flip 1/6, it becomes 6/1. Good. So here we're gonna it's gonna come down to 1/3 plus 14/3, and then we're gonna multiply all these numbers together. So we have minus, so it's gonna be 2 times -5 times 6. So 2 times -5 times 6. So all of that will be -60, because 2 times 5 is 10 and 10 times 6 is 60. All right, so this is what we get right now. So meaning that we'll just need to uh, realize that when we have a negative sign and a subtraction sign, it will all come to a positive sign. So it becomes positive 60/1 if we wanted to do that. So 60/1, which is still 60. But then you see that this part here, all right, so it's a like fraction. So like fraction. So we can just combine that together to get 15/3 plus, and then we will eventually add 60. So 15/3, we know that 15 divided by 3 is going to be 5. So meaning that 5 plus 60 will be 65. So make sure you try to confirm uh, this answer by typing this result in your calculator and doing it carefully and see what you get. I hope you have learned today how to use the multiplication and division, most especially simultaneously, in addition and subtraction, and avoiding the misconception of just following them individually. So I hope you've learned something. Thank you so much for being part of this platform. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you can come back for more videos like this one. Thank you.